I like to just photograph flowers wherever I go. So whenever I'm walking around, every place I go to, and I travel around the world quite a lot to paint, and so it's kind of nice to collect images of flowers in these particular areas because it does always take me back to that time and that place. Having this library of resources that is personal to me that I can kind of put on these walls. But it's also that I'm disseminating these botanicals everywhere I go, and so it's a through line through my whole practice. My dad was a forester, and so I grew up in the bush. I lived in a pretty rural location, small country town in Australia. And my dad was always obsessed with trees. He loved trees. And so I think it rubbed off on me in a different way. Like, I've always loved animals and flowers, and I find it interesting to see the different evolution of flowers as well. Everything is kind of linked from my past to the present to the future. When we're painting a wall, it's almost like a performance. It's like a dance. It's such a physically intensive thing to do. You're using your whole body. You're working the entire day. The way that you paint, you use all your arms and all your extremities and your legs and everything. So that becomes a part of the artwork, and the people who live in the locations that we're painting, usually they have their own rhythms and they walk by every day and they see the progress. They become attached to it and it becomes their artwork. I think it's quite a beautiful process because once I'm finished the artwork, it's not mine anymore.
Super. Oh. Bloemen. Bloemen is bloemen.
I don't get to decide how long it's here for or what happens to it when I walk away. That's the community. And so that process of the community watching the artwork being birthed in a sense, it's kind of like me passing it over to them and then they get to decide what happens to it. Whatever happens to it, I don't really have any control over it. It wears over time, and then it might be here for a little while, or it might get destroyed. Someone might paint over it. The sun will probably wear away at it, and in 10, 20, 30, I don't know, however many years, maybe the building gets knocked down. It's not my artwork, and it's only here for a certain period of time, and then it disappears. And I think that there's something really beautiful about that. It transforms over time, so I think that they're living in a sense. They're never really permanent. They're not something that can exist in the form that it's in at the moment forever. It's just kind of reminds us of the impermanence of being human. You're here for a period of time and then you leave. I like it. That's what I like about painting in public, is that you're not creating a forever work. You're creating something that's very impermanent and representative of right now.